The world's truly massive achievements do not rely on a simple budget or standard plans. They build megastructures that span across entire countries and push deep into outer space. When we think of elite spending, we often look directly at expensive private superyachts. But true engineering power frequently belongs to deep-rooted global government infrastructure projects. These powerful projects control vast percentages of global transportation, energy production, and scientific research. Today, we are counting down the absolute most expensive things ever built in human history. We will look closely at exactly how they built these marvels and spent trillions of dollars. Before we dive into our first expensive structure, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Hitting that subscribe button helps us bring you more high-quality history and engineering videos every week. Do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a brand new episode from us. Let us start our global countdown with number 10 on our historical cost list. Number 10 is the Channel Tunnel, which connects the United Kingdom and France underneath the sea. Their massive engineering journey began in the late 1980s after decades of political discussions. Engineers worked tirelessly from both sides of the English Channel to drill through solid chalk rock. They used massive tunnel boring machines that weighed thousands of tons to clear the path forward. The structural project grew dramatically when they successfully met and shook hands beneath the ocean floor. Today, they provide highly critical high-speed rail transport for millions of international passengers annually. The nations control a massive transportation link that completely redefined trade in Western Europe. This private engineering project faced massive cost overruns and intense safety regulations during construction. The total project cost has passed down through history at over $22 billion in modern currency. They have a massive network of underground service tunnels and advanced automated fire protection systems. Their control over international transport streams makes them one of the most famous tunnels alive. They essentially provide the vital economic link that British and European traders rely on every single day. The operators continue to upgrade the digital tracking systems and electrical grids to ensure safety. They also manage giant cargo terminals and customs facilities throughout major border towns like Dover and Calais. By blending heavy civil engineering with modern high-speed rail logistics, they secured an unbreakable transport hold. Next up at number 9 is the ultra-massive Kansai International Airport built on a Japanese island. Their incredible engineering journey began when engineers realized Osaka needed a brand new major airport hub. They provided the essential financial backing to construct a giant artificial island inside the deep ocean. The structural project faced massive engineering battles because the soft seafloor began sinking unexpectedly fast. Today, the airport is quietly managing hundreds of daily international flights across major Asian trade routes. Unlike other regular airports that are built on stable land, Kansai remains entirely surrounded by water. This means the airport can operate 24 hours a day without disturbing local residential neighborhoods. They also build a massive bridge that spans miles across the water to connect with the mainland. They invest heavily in advanced civil engineering monitoring equipment to stabilize the giant artificial island. Their quiet and calculated engineering triumph allows them to move millions of tons of global cargo easily. Their combined construction net worth is calculated at over $29 billion today. They prove that absolute determination and elite marine engineering can build an unbeatable multi-billion-dollar transit hub. They rarely allow public flights to disrupt their strict maintenance schedules on the giant runway strips. They focus entirely on maintaining the extreme safety and ultra-high efficiency reputation of their aviation facility. By controlling every single aspect of reclamation from heavy rocks to the concrete passenger terminals, they win. Their value continues to compound through brilliant expansions and new terminal buildings to support international tourism. Number 8 takes us to South America with the legendary Itaipu Dam, which dominates the river landscape. Their massive concrete complex was founded by Brazil and Paraguay, who signed a historic shared energy treaty. They built the massive hydro project from a wild river into a massive electricity manufacturing giant. After its completion, the massive energy empire was expanded dramatically to fulfill growing industrial demands. Engineers revolutionized the local energy sector by turning rushing river water into pure electric current. This bold infrastructure move completely transformed the local manufacturing economy and created a massive power grid. The joint venture has now expanded aggressively to provide electricity to major factories and cities nationwide. They managed to pour enough concrete to build a giant city just to secure the riverbank walls. This unbelievable residential building project created a massive lake that reshaped the entire local ecosystem. The nation celebrated a massive engineering triumph that was attended by global dignitaries and corporate leaders. The next generation of engineering teams are now stepping into major structural maintenance roles today. Their total construction cost stands at an astonishing $36 billion in today's market. They are widely recognized as one of the most influential green energy structures shaping industrial history. They operate one of the largest power-producing generators in the world, which gives them massive leverage. Their distribution division manages thousands of miles of high-voltage lines across the entire continent. The nations are also investing millions into modern turbine upgrades and advanced computer tracking systems. Their unparalleled combination of political teamwork, industrial power, and massive water control makes them unstoppable. At number 7, we look at the legendary Dubailand project, which aimed to be a massive entertainment city. Their sweet billionaire journey began in the early 2000s when designers imagined a giant theme park desert. The planners later invented a concept that would dwarf every other entertainment resort on the planet Earth. They noticed international tourists flocking to luxury hotels and wanted to capture the entire market share. The builders expanded rapidly by planning multiple individual zones, including sports arenas and ecotourism parks. They also made a brilliant strategic decision to diversify their master plan into high-margin luxury residential villas. Today, they own major developments, including sports academies, shopping malls, and massive desert vacation resorts. They also operate large networks of family entertainment centers and luxury golf courses across the region. The project is notoriously grand and relies heavily on international investment capital to grow further. They manage their massive multi-billion-dollar asset through a highly structured government-developer partnership. Their massive project cost is currently valued at over $64 billion today. They control a significant portion of the local leisure economy while expanding further into the desert sands. They recently expanded their master plan even further by introducing new entertainment brands to the park borders. Their building sites process millions of tons of steel and glass every single year to fulfill visual designs. By controlling both the hospitality market and the real estate sector, they built a perfect investment portfolio. Their development members remain completely dedicated to completing the massive site to avoid corporate losses. We have reached the middle position for today countdown of the most expensive things ever built on Earth. Before we reveal number 6, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel right now. Your incredible support helps us spend more time researching these fascinating engineering history stories. Leave a comment right below about which mega project has surprised you the most so far on our list. Now, let us jump straight to number 6 on our list of modern structural powerhouses. Number 6 is the powerful California high-speed rail project, which connects major American cities. Their industrial legacy began when voters approved a bold plan to link Los Angeles and San Francisco. The project managers expanded the state train network into a massive transportation corridor across the valley. The construction authority owns massive rights of way elevated tracks and complex mountain tunneling equipment. They manufacture everyday concrete pillars and massive steel bridges to carry the high-speed passenger trains. The government has used their immense funding to reshape local transport options and public travel habits. They funded powerful engineering teams, environmental impact studies, and urban planning groups to support the rail line. They are also major patrons of infrastructure modernizing and have updated hundreds of local intersections. The transit network will generate billions of dollars in annual economic activity across the entire state. Their combined projected construction cost is estimated at over $100 billion in modern currency. They remain an absolute titan of heavy infrastructure development, manufacturing, and public transportation influence. Their engineering divisions produce vital transport networks that support regional commuters and corporate travelers. They continue to invest heavily in advanced train technology, control systems, and modern passenger stations. The transition of leadership to the next generation of project directors has been carefully planned to ensure progress. Their ability to generate massive public funding allows them to build complex new railway sections statewide. Moving into the top 5, we find the elite Great Mosque of Mecca expansion project in Saudi Arabia. This powerful religious dynasty traces its architectural roots back to ancient history and sacred traditions. They began the modern expansion by planning high-quality marble floors and giant automated umbrella structures. The royal family gradually transitioned into constructing massive new prayer halls and iconic minaret towers. Today, they hold complete administrative control over the entire multi-billion-dollar religious sanctuary site. They successfully completed massive engineering upgrades to handle millions of international pilgrims safely every single year. They protect the sacred site by using advanced crowd control technologies and elite architectural designs. Worshippers travel from all over the world to see the spectacular golden doors and white marble plazas. The development project utilizes thousands of skilled craftsmen who work together to keep the site beautiful. Their combined construction cost has spiked to an incredible $115 billion today. They prove that long-term spiritual dedication can successfully execute a massive multi-billion-dollar project. At number 4, we transition to international space exploration with the International Space Station. They have orbited over the planet Earth inside the cold vacuum of space since the late 1990s. Their modern scientific and geopolitical power stems from a massive partnership of 15 different nations. They transformed our understanding of science by building a permanent microgravity laboratory above the atmosphere. The partner nations control a massive satellite structure that is longer than an American football field. Through this orbital platform, they conduct cutting-edge experiments in physics, biology, and advanced materials. They own massive networks of communication satellites, ground control stations, and deep space tracking arrays. They use their immense financial power to launch over 30 separate space shuttle missions to complete assembly. The space agencies handle absolute technical authority over the maintenance and safety of the crew modules. Their controlled project cost is estimated at a staggering $150 billion today. They continue to use their immense capital to build international scientific alliances and space exploration technology. Number 3 is the world-famous United States Interstate Highway System, which connects America. The government absolute logistics control extends over a transportation network that spans thousands of miles. Their project cost originates from the massive federal funding bill signed by President Dwight Eisenhower. The highway grid is consistently ranked as one of the largest public works projects in human history. The system consists of over 47,000 miles of paved roads connecting every major city center. State and federal transport departments manage the entire nationwide maintenance and paving direction. They are currently investing billions of dollars into modernizing old bridges and expanding highway lanes. They are building smart traffic networks and updating concrete safety barriers across the country. Their public transportation fund controls massive investments in national asphalt logistics and civil engineering. Financial analysts estimate the total historical construction cost at over $500 billion. Their daily design decisions directly influence international shipping speeds, automotive safety, and domestic commerce markets. And number 2, we look at the incredibly expensive trans-European transport network in the European Union. They are building a massive unified network of railways, roads, and maritime shipping lanes across Europe. Their generational project cost comes from massive multinational budgets and highly strategic infrastructure goals. The European Commission serves as the central political authority directing the entire master development plan. They control multiple massive transportation corridors that connect Eastern and Western European nations smoothly. These infrastructure funds manage hundreds of billions of dollars spread across high-speed tracks and cargo ports. The Union has heavily positioned themselves as leaders in eco-friendly public transit and electric rail lines. They own massive tunneling projects through the Alps and major bridge networks crossing international rivers. Their total projected cost has reached an astronomical $600 billion today. They sit comfortably at the vital intersection of immense political unity and unstoppable infrastructure capital. Finally, at number 1 is the legendary Belt and Road Initiative, which spans multiple continents. They are constructing the absolute most expensive infrastructure project in human history across the entire globe. Their massive economic network began when China launched a bold plan to rebuild the ancient Silk Road trading routes. They focused on providing massive loans and building giant deepwater seaports to connect global trade networks. Today, the active investments span across dozens of partner countries who build massive roads and railways. The initiative is recognized as the world's largest economic development project by annual capital spending. The project funding is managed through massive state banks based in Beijing and international development funds. They own massive power plants, railway grids, and major commercial shipping harbors across international waters. The project directors are major patrons of global connectivity, energy pipelines, and digital fiber networks. Their combined project cost is estimated at a mind-blowing $1 trillion today. Their structural decisions effectively shape global trade routes, shipping logistics, and construction standards everywhere. That concludes our look at the most expensive things ever built that truly shape our world infrastructure. Before you leave, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel right now. Thank you so much for watching our videos, and we will see you next time for more amazing history.